Explosive news breaking across the UFC. Colby Covington is absolutely furious after a major White House snub. Vitor Petrino is thriving in a new division and loving life as a heavyweight. Get ready for the results from UFC Vegas 114, featuring Emmett versus Vallejos. And is the upcoming White House UFC card facing major controversy in these wartime tensions? Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Subscribe now and hit that notification bell.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Colby Covington left out of White House UFC event, and he's not happy. UFC star Colby Covington, known for his outspoken personality, is livid after being excluded from a historic UFC event scheduled to take place at the White House. This event, celebrating the 250th anniversary of American independence on June 14th, was set to feature a stacked card including a lightweight title fight between Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria, and a bout between Alex Pereira and Cyril Gane. Covington expressed his deep disappointment on the Australian MMA show Submission Radio, revealing his strong desire to fight in front of President Donald Trump and his administration. He stated he would have fought anyone anywhere, just for the chance to perform at such a prestigious event. He placed the decision-making blame on the UFC and its chief business officer, Hunter Campbell. Meanwhile, UFC President Dana White announced that tickets for the event would be free, with 85,000 fans having the chance to win them for entry to the Ellipse in Washington, D.C. TKO Holdings. President Mark Shapiro indicated the event would cost $60 million to produce, but would not be for profit. Fans are buzzing online about Covington's reaction and the exclusivity of the White House card. Will this snub impact Covington's future UFC opportunities? Don't go anywhere, because we're diving into a fighter who's found his stride in a brand new weight class. Plus, get ready for the fight night results you've been waiting for. Vitor Petrino finds his home in the UFC heavyweight division. Las Vegas, Vitor Petrino is absolutely loving his new home in the UFC's heavyweight division. Despite often coming in lighter than the typical heavyweight limit, Petrino feels rejuvenated and happier than ever in this weight class. He shared his excitement at a UFC Fight Night 269 pre-fight news conference, stating that his decision to move up has been incredibly wise. All throughout camp, the decision seems very wise because I'm feeling good, eating good, sleeping good, Petrino told reporters. Everything feels good. I found a home in this division. He elaborated that while there are tough competitors at both light heavyweight and heavyweight, it's about personal happiness and feeling good about the matchups. Petrino is set to face promotional sophomore Steven Esplund this Saturday at Meta Apex on the main card. He believes his current training regimen at CM System, which boasts international experience and strong human material, is preparing him perfectly for his opponents. Fans are intrigued by Petrino's transformation and optimism. Can he continue his success as a heavyweight? But before we get to the next big story, we've got all the results from a stacked fight night. You won't want to miss who took home the wins. UFC Vegas 114 results. Emmett versus Vallejos delivers action-packed fights. Las Vegas, UFC Vegas 114 has wrapped, and the Meta Apex was buzzing with incredible matchups. The main event saw Josh Emmett go head-to-head with Kevin Vallejos in a highly anticipated featherweight contest. Emmett, looking to rebound after a tough streak, faced off against Vallejos, who was riding an impressive 6-fight win streak. In the co-main event, strawweights Amanda Lemos and Jillian Robertson collided in a bout that promised fireworks. The full fight card delivered a night of intense competition, including bouts like Ian Cutelaba versus Almer C., Andre Fili versus Jose Miguel Delgado, Marwin Rahicki versus Harry Hardwick, and Vitor Petrino versus Steven Esplund on the main card. The preliminary card also featured exciting matchups, with Charles Johnson facing Bruno Silva, Brad Tavares taking on Ulrich Anders, Chris Curtis meeting Miktybek Oralbai, and many more. Fight fans are already dissecting the performances and debating the biggest moments from UFC Vegas 114. Who are the big winners, and what does this mean for the divisions? We've covered the fights, but now we're tackling a major controversy surrounding a very special event. Is this the worst possible timing for the UFC's trip to Washington, D.C.? Is wartime the worst time for UFC's White House card? Controversy brews. Ultimate Fighting Championship. UFC is pushing forward with plans for its Massive Freedom Fights 250 card on the White House lawn this June, but serious questions are being raised about the timing. With the U.S. currently involved in a conflict in Iran, hosting such a high-profile event on presidential grounds is drawing criticism and concern. This event, planned for over 6 months, is set to be a monumental occasion, even offering free tickets to over 85,000 fans. However, the backdrop of an ongoing war has UFC color commentator Joe Rogan voicing his unease. On The Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan questioned the decision, calling it potentially a bad look and highlighting the heightened security risks. He expressed hope the war would be resolved by June, but admitted he wasn't confident, stating, "It's going to be very high security and high stress, and weird to have a fight at the White House in the middle of a King war." Rogan warned that gathering so many high-profile individuals in one place during a conflict could be seen as asking for it. The debate is heating up online, with fans and analysts weighing in on whether the geopolitical climate makes this UFC White House card ill-advised. What are your thoughts on the timing? And that's a wrap on today's top stories. But before you go, we've got a rapid-fire recap of everything you missed, plus a huge call to action. What a show! We saw Colby Covington's White House snub, Vitor Petrino dominating the heavyweight scene, all the explosive results from UFC Vegas 114, and serious questions about the timing of the UFC's White House card amid wartime tensions. Don't miss out on any of the action, like this video. Subscribe to our channel, ring that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms for even more exclusive content.